Hello everyone, welcome. Today we're going to do another live art request. I am going to be drawing Zoro from One Piece. So let's see how it is going to turn out. We're going to see how it's going to turn out. I'm using a different pen. I don't know if I'm going to like it. It seems to be a little bit too like it's the flow is too good. It's just too good. Like I don't want that much ink flowing out of my pen. Like I want to be able to like kind of sketch it out first. So let's see how the sketching works. Okay, we can do a little bit of that. Let's go ahead. Before we begin, I'm going to do a few, let's go ahead and do a few circles here. Just some circles in the top. Feeling a little bit rusty here. So we're going to go ahead and just start out by drawing some circles here. And that's going to help me with this drawing. And I'm not just doing circles for circle's sake. I'm trying to get used to the pen itself because this is a new pen. And I want to make sure that when I start working on my drawing that I won't have any like problems. So just practicing around here, just drawing a few circles as a warm-up for a minute or two, and then when I get the time, when I feel like I'm ready, I will go ahead and do the drawing itself. And let's go ahead and do something. Let's do a few things. Oops. Yeah, I'm off. I am off. Just kind of rusty. It's been I want to say it's been like 3 days since I've drawn, and you would be amazed at just kind of how you have to kind of get recalibrated when you're drawing, right? Just by kind of, missing a few days. And so you kind of have to let's see here. You have to kind of, where's my pen? The pen that I want to use. I had a blue pen, and now that blue pen is gone. Okay, well, I'm just going to use this pen. I was using a blue pen. I was going to use the blue pen as an underdrawing. So let's go ahead and just start out by putting some lines here, to kind of get the drawing going. And then we'll see how it goes later on. I don't know. We're going to see how it goes later on. And then, yeah, we'll see what happens. Just put some markers here, like this. Just some quick marks. Trying to get the feel for the drawing, right? Trying to get trying to capture the voice, right, of the drawing. Trying to capture the voice of the character to some degree, like the visual voice, like how does this character look? Like where are the key lines going? Where are they moving? What is happening? And so that's what I am trying to do right now with regards to this drawing here. And we're going to give him some little sweeps for his deltoid muscle here, some lines for the creases in his shirt, and let's go ahead and do some lines here for more creases. And we're going to move along and add some straighter lines in areas that I think can be straight. Add some straight lines here like that. And because the paper is his shoulders coming off the paper here, I feel like I'm kind of condensing some things in the drawing, but that's okay. I think I'll be able to manage of sorts, you know? I think I'll be able to manage it in the end, right? I think I'll be able to manage. Let's go ahead and let's start by adding some more. What I'm noticing is I didn't give him a long enough neck because I brought up his shoulder blade and so forth, but I can't really change that now. So he's just gonna have like a short neck in this image, even though his neck is a lot longer in the image that I'm transcribing or making a copy of, essentially. Because there's this space here that I kind of went a little too fast. All right, so now let's go ahead and slow down some of this and add some of the lines here to, I'm going to try to see let's go ahead and see how this pen looks if I use this pen here, this sweet pen, right? And we're going to make some lines here for his ears. I think I can use this pen now. And we're going to make some more lines, something like that for the inside the ear. And then he's got this line goes all the way underneath towards the earlobe, and then there's a line that goes close to the earlobe as well. So I'm going to bring that line right there. So something like that. I think that's pretty close to his ear. And give or take, right? I'm not really an anime artist, but I'm going to do my best. And we're going to go ahead and give him his sideburns are farther to the side, so somewhere like right here. And they kind of end off like that, I think. And maybe, let's just for fun, in some animes that like the sideburns, they kind of make them continue a little bit. Let's add a few little lines underneath there, just for funsies. And the side of his head, you know, the side of his head is, it almost kind of, oh, I'm noticing something. There we go. We're gonna bring this neck down like that. Yeah, I think that's a little better. Even though I've messed up this line, I think I'll be able to mask it. So the side of his head's kind of like straight, you know? And then you got this little curve thing. And then the angle, you got the angle of this top of his head here. There's a little bit of a curve here. And we're going to go ahead and I think the angle kind of curves this way and does some stuff like this. Just some random marks. I think that's pretty good. And straight line. I think that is the top of his head there. I think we're doing good, man. I think we got a good start for Zoro here. And when I say straight line, what I'm doing is I'm simplifying the face, or simplifying areas that are kind of curved, but they're for the most part they're curved, but with some straight lines in there. And so when I say like something along the lines of like straight line, I'm pretty much trying to emphasize that I'm drawing a straight line, because there's parts that you can get away with using straight lines, like the back of his bandana, this little thing. It's basically like 4 straight lines. Technically, it's like it kind of curves, you know, like that. But I can get away with it being straight lines, and I'm going to exaggerate the back of his bandana. Like, oops, there we go. I'm going to exaggerate a little bit, and I like went past his ear, and that's fine because it's just a sketch. You know, we're just doing like fancy sketches here, folks. We're not doing anything. We're not making like masterpieces here. We're just doing fancy little sketches. And let's see here. Let's go ahead. His ear connects to his chin, but his chin kind of goes past his neck, like the chin. But he also doesn't have like a chin that does this, like the jawline. It's just a straight line or a curvy line. So let's go ahead and kind of sketch out what I think, you know, the face is kind of looks like that. And then the side of his face is something like this, maybe. Something like that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and we're going to make something like this, maybe. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to figure out where his center the center of his face is. But I'm kind of struggling because it's this face that's kind of like all in shadow, you know. It's all in shadow, and so we just kind of have to make it up, I guess, you know, as we go. Or at least that's what I think you got to do. You very well might not have to do that. And he's got that really big face. Oh yeah. This is what throws me off with a lot of these anime characters, you know, is they're, you know, they got like characteristics of like a Disney cartoon or like a Warner Brothers cartoon, like where the characters are their facial features are really exaggerated, you know. So it confuses me as an artist because I'm like, what's real? Like they try their best to kind of maintain like cohesive, concise anatomy, and then all of a sudden they add these like really crazy like sized mouths, you know. So we're just gonna have to deal with it and kind of do something like that. I didn't do it correct. It's off by a lot. I noticed. I'm noticing these as I'm doing it because there's a lot of space here. So I didn't really. There we go. We're just kind of making some marks here. And we're just going to pretend his eyes are right here. And then we're going to go ahead and do something like this. Again, I noticed things are off. Yeah. Oh, boy. Whoa, boy, this is bad. This is some bad drawing right there. Because this, I don't know, it looks bad. I should have made this bigger. Yeah, I'm noticing what I'm doing, some of the things I'm doing wrong. I should have made this area bigger, right, before I went ahead. So I kind of tried to go too far ahead in the drawing in this case. But it is what it is. We're just going to have to kind of deal with it and move along, like go with the flow, and then hopefully with some proper spacing, I might be able to trim certain areas off, you know, and we'll see what happens here. So I'm going to, this pin's a little bit different. It kind of it gets kind of gunky. Like it's kind of, I don't know if it's really a drawing pin per se. Not that any pin that you, like any of these office pins are really like drawing pins, you know? They're kind of just pins that you draw with because they're cheap, right? And that's usually what happens. Is I usually end up buying like cheap pins because I can't like afford to buy like a $60 pin for like fancy drawing time, you know? All right, so we're just going to mass out this area as a dark area right now, and then we're going to try to move things around if I can. I should have spent a little bit more time on this kind of like at the beginning, but I felt very confident because I felt that I could, I felt like I knew the notes. I felt like I was seeing where things were at pretty well. Now, again, I should have spent a little bit more time front loading where things are placed before I pursued the drawing further, right? Now things are going to be okay, but they're not going to be great, right? Wow, this pen itself picks up a lot of the paper, like it saturates the paper a little bit too much. But we're going to be able to, at the very least, do a semi-decent Zoro. It's not going to be great, but it's going to be a decent Zoro. And that's okay. Won't be the first time that I mess up these drawings. And it's not going to be the last time. But you got to be willing to mess up, And here's the funny thing about this is if I just spent 30 minutes like plotting out where everything goes, the rest of this drawing would have been just a breeze. But like always, I get a little anxious. And I get a little impatient. And I get anxious and impatient, and I'm like, I got to get this drawing done. I got to make sure that I got to make sure I can finish it in time, because I don't know if I'm going to have to cut my live stream short. So that's one of the reasons why I get a little bit impatient, is because I'm kind of concerned about, like, oh, am I going to have to cut my live stream short today? If so, I better like have my ducks in a row, I better have everything kind of situated so that I can just kind of do something really quickly, because I don't know when I'm going to have to say, hey, sorry guys, I got to go. I just have to go, I'm in that, like, I'm in that position to do a live stream. Like, I can't, unless I'm doing it early in the morning or early at night. I have people that depend on me, or like people that request stuff of me, right? Anyway, you've got a flash goal. What's that mean? What does flash goal mean? I don't know what a flash goal is. Anyways, I got a flash goal apparently. There we go. Let's go ahead and give this some lines here, and then we're going to do something along the line of like something like this, and then something like this will be good to draw, and then this pen's kind of bulky. It kind of gets a lot of ink on it real quickly, and that can make things a little difficult. So let's do something like that, and then the rest we'll just we'll make this dark, and then we're going to make the rest of this pretty dark, except for all these little scratchy lines. But we're going to just kind of add something like this, and we're just going to go ahead and darken everything up pretty good. So this pen works pretty good. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing today? We're going to just darken up everything like here. Hope you're doing well, man. Just happen to have a little bit of time. Hopefully I have enough time to work on this, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm feeling very stiff. Like, I'm feeling very stiff today. Oh man, as I said, I'm doing well. I gotta work more hours, man. I've had a pretty expensive week, man. You ever like have these? If you ever have, there's these sometimes, man, when you have these bills that you have to like, or like unanticipated expenditures, and you're like, oh gosh, I gotta call my boss or someone. I gotta call my boss and take a few more hours because I need some cash. Or I gotta be like, I gotta find a way I can sell some paintings or some art, man. I need some people to, stuff like that. It's like, oh gosh, yeah, so that's what I'm doing. But it is what it is. It's nothing I can't handle. That's one of the reasons why I don't spend money, because sometimes you have like these expenditures that just kind of come out of nowhere. I hope I can finish this drawing. I hope I can finish this black area. Yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun. Like, all right, man, is anyone working on Sunday? Is there anyone working, can I take a few extra shifts or something? You know? So that's what's on my mind. So I'm doing this guy, Zoro. I thought it was going to be I thought I was going to mess it up, but I think I was able to kind of dial it in a little bit. This pen, I bought this pen with the sole intention of like using it to draw, but I don't know how I like it. It gets like really dark ink, but man, it like gets gunky around the top of the ballpoint because it just gets dirty. Like it's a buildup of like paper around the bottom of the yeah, Zoro. This was an art request. Someone requested to do Zoro. I actually, funny little story is I wrote down Zoro in my notebook, and I didn't write down Zoro for One Piece, and it turns out it was probably Zoro from One Piece. I don't know. So I just decided to do Zoro again. This time the cartoon version from One Piece. But here we are. Who's UTA? UTA. 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 Is that an acronym or is that a character? I would be more than happy to do UTA, but keep in mind, I have a huge, long request list that just gets more and more each day. Whenever I do a live stream, I get another. The name's UTA from Film Red. Red. Oops, that's supposed to be an L and an M. Well, you don't see it, but it says L. Never mind. Film Red. It's a One Piece. Okay. It's from a One Piece movie. Yeah, I probably can fit them right here later, like on another live, you know. Well, thank you for not requesting anything. You don't have to request anything because I just get so many, and I feel so bad that that I can't keep up with them. I just wish. What I should do is I should start Ace's daughter. Oh, okay. Oops, I'm spelling daughter wrong. But I just wish I could do more. I should sign up and create a Kick account and then do lives on that. And that way I can get paid to do nothing but drawing requests all day long. That would be super cool, man. I just get on there and just take drawing requests and then like get paid to do it. Oh my gosh. I'm really thinking about that. I'm really considering it because, but then again, I'd have to have like 100 people watching or something. Oh yeah, I got this pen. I got another one too. Like this one's pretty cool too. This got like a Batman on it or something. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I have so many requests and so many people requesting them. It's hard to like remember who requested it. So I got to put UTA One Piece Ace daughter, you know? So I get so many requests. I just don't know who requested it. And I normally like, I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I probably forget to tag someone, you know, or remind someone. I did that before. I forgot, and I mean, I couldn't help it. I just when I do these lives, there's no set schedule when I do them. I just kind of do them when I have like an availability, you know. If you're a grown up and you have kids, you kind of understand. Like I'm just doing it now because I have a little bit of a block of time that is longer than an hour that I can actually do this. If I don't have a block of time that's longer than an hour, you know, I can't do it. So I have a block of time right now that's longer than an hour, and now that's why I'm able to do this right now. It's also why I'm doing it at an odd time. You know, I had such a big week. Yeah, I had such a big week that I wasn't able to do much last week, and part of it was a failure on my end. I wasn't scheduling well. I didn't want to wake up at 5 in the morning. I didn't want to stay up late. I just didn't want to. I was like, man, I got to get some sleep, man. So I was like, I'm going to rest. I'm going to get some sleep. Because otherwise, when I do these lives, it's at 5 in the morning. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I'm kind of tired. Like, getting 6 hours of sleep is not really appealing to me. And, that's one of the reasons why you don't always see me do consistent live streams. I should do consistent live streams. I will give you that. I should do them more often and more consistently. Right? I should do them. Actually, let's go look up Ace's daughter. UTA Ace One Piece right here. One Pieces. I put One Pieces. That's funny. Stop going One Piece, and then images. Oh yeah, yeah. She got those weird things on her hair. What are those? Are those like earplugs or something? Headphones? Was she in a movie? I thought there was. So she was in a movie, but she's not like a regular character. You know. Oh, they don't want to make it canon? Of course they didn't want to make it canon. So it's like those Dragon Ball Z movies or Dragon Ball movies. Like half of those movies aren't really canon. I think that's so funny. And then there's some of them that are canon. It's like, make up your mind, man. Which ones are canon and which ones are not. But yeah, I might be able to. I might be able to do this person a little bit, like, because I don't know how detailed I'm going to do this guy. So I might be able to put her right here or something, just for fun. Let's hit 1,000 likes, bro. Let's hit those 1,000 likes. Get that algorithm up. Get it up. For every 1,000 likes I get on TikTok, they give me $1 that I can spend on TikTok Shop. Not. Yeah. $1 for every 1,000 likes. What if that was the case, man? That would be crazy. That would be a nice incentive. Like you get 10,000 likes, you get $10, you know? Oh my gosh. That would be nice. Cuz then I'd be like I can kind of justify a little bit doing this more often. Because it's hard to explain to family and friends, like, I like to do live streams on TikTok and YouTube and all these places, and they're like, oh, do you make any money off it? It's like, not really, but I get a pretty cool drawing out of it. I finish a drawing, man. I get a nice, sweet drawing. One of the best drawings. I really need to figure out how I can simulcast. I want to simulcast on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, all at once. And then maybe if I could, Kick. Simulcast on Kick, And then bam, man, I'll be like rolling around in dough. Play-Doh. I'm kidding. I'm like sounding as if I'm like a greedy person. No. Just I'll be rolling around enough to pay my rent and car payment. That's all I really need. Let's make $10. Let's make $10. Alrighty. That would be pretty sweet though. Like if you got like if your live streams, you know, you for every 1,000 likes you got like $1, you know, that would be great. But how does like TikTok, how are they able to make money and do that, you know? How are they making money, really? How is Instagram does Instagram make Instagram makes money through ads. Yeah. That's what they do. Is they sell ads. I'm like I'm like an idiot right now. I'm like, that's how they make money. How do these internet companies make money by not selling anything? And then I realized, oh, they got ads. I'm like, what is going on here? Like, that's why they got ads. They got ads. I didn't realize they had ads. I'm that naive right now. Apparently, I'm kind of confused. So I'm using 2 pins this time because this pin right here, I haven't messed with it. This pin draws everything very boldly, and I want to have kind of like a darker tone, but not as dark as this. So I just wanted to kind of darken things up a little bit, you know. And so, yeah, but that'd be cool. I would totally draw for hours to get like, or I'd probably draw enough to make like $20 or something. It's like, oh yeah, I made $20. I made $20, dude. All I did was draw for 2 hours and got, would be like 20,000 likes. You know, and then I think the problem with that is what you would do is you'd have like, you would have people use bots to kind of like speed press the like button, you know, and then I could see how it'd be abused, right? And then all of a sudden, one person ruins it for everyone else because they wanted to get an extra $100 or something. I don't know. Let's see. Can I do shading here? I'm worried that it's going. I'm worried it's going to clump up together. You know, this pin's. Yeah, that would be a lot of clicking. Yeah, it'd be better than $0, that's for sure. I'm worried that that I'm not going to be able to control the shading. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this pen for like mainly the dark tones and making the lines thicker. And then I'm going to use a cheap Bic pen for my the rest of it, essentially. If that makes any sense. So I got 26 minutes in. Like this. And yeah, so it makes some nice thick lines, maybe a little bit kind of scratchy, but that's okay. And then right here, we're just going to make that dark. And then under here, we're going to make this dark too. So this is all going to be dark. And we're just going to fill it in like this. Just slowly. Now this pen is really nice because it allows me to make the area really dark quickly. That's why I'm using it. If I was using my other pen, it'd take me a little while. So the flow on this pen's better than the flow on this cheap Bic pen here, right? It's better than that, but it's also it's it also causes the paper to kind of clump up on the pin itself. So there's positive and negatives to certain pins that you're using. So I have 24 minutes. I was hoping that I can at least, what I like to do is I'd like to get at least like his torso in, and, get that torso in there. So I'm going to get the torso in, using getting some like thicker lines, and then I'm going to shade areas that I feel that need to be shaded and so forth, using a pen that is a little bit better, just a little bit better, just a little bit. I wish I had cleaner lines. I think I need to like focus on that. I think though part of that reason why I don't have clean lines is the nature of doing a live stream kind of puts me a little bit more anxious. So I'm not as calm, and so I'm anxious to get a drawing onto the surface of the paper a little bit quicker. Because, at the very beginning of the live stream, if you're doing something, if you're drawing and you don't have anything on the paper, people are not going to watch. At least a lot of them won't. They're like, "Oh, what's going on here? Nothing. It's just some hands on a piece of paper moving around. There's nothing on here." They're like, "Oh, you're drawing Zoro? And where is it? Why isn't it done yet?" It's like when you order fast food. Like, I'd like a Big Mac and some fries, please. Okay, now where is it? And you literally just got done ordering it, and you're like, where is it? Why isn't it in my hand now? I thought this was fast food. Why am I waiting? It's like the same thing. I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of those people were, I think that's the reason why those NPC characters popped off real quick for a while, is because it allowed you to like instantaneously have some sort of interaction with the viewer and such, right? Yeah, it's Zoro, man. It looks pretty good. Thank you. So it allowed you to interact with the viewers real quick, because someone would put like a galaxy or like weird like poop emoji or hamburger emoji or something. I don't know what GIFs are. All I know as far as gifts is like galaxy, because I remember I would watch some of those like NPC characters, not like those characters or those individuals that had those accounts where they are just, or is it like piece of candy or like ice cream? I don't know. And I'd remember they would always like say, I need a galaxy, everyone. Give me a galaxy. Like, what are you, a god? Like, what do you want galaxy for? Because apparently galaxies were, I don't know what that meant. Maybe like they were like 10 cents instead of 0.1 cent or something. Or like a half, like 25 cents. I don't know how much they're worth. I don't know what the transaction is. But, yeah. And I remember watching them, and they would always ask for them. And then you'd see a bunch of explosions on the screen. It's like, oh, that's a galaxy. Explosion. Right? Give me a galaxy. Oh, I know what I did wrong here. I didn't cut off his deltoid, his shoulder like this. So that's a little bit better. I made his deltoid go up real high. So I need to correct his shoulder like that. I think that's better. And then we're just going to go ahead and just kind of add a couple quick lines here to kind of darken up his shoulder. And then we're going to add some quick lines here for his, like, he's wearing a Henley shirt. That's a V-neck with button-ups. He's wearing a Henley. I think that's how you pronounce it. And then dun 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 dun. Something like this, and have the Henley go down like that, and then you're gonna have something like that, and then something like this, just some lines, some straight lines, a little line here, a little scratchy line here, and then right here is, I guess, a button to one of his shirts. And then we're going to go ahead and then, that's an old reference. All right. Going to go ahead and add some lines for the suturing of his shirt here. And maybe some more lines like right here. And then like just like a little line like here, a little line right here, and maybe a line right there. There's a button up top here. Kind of purposely make it a little thicker. And then another button up top. So this is really, what's hard about this pen is like it's gathering ink around it, around the top, around the side of it, and it makes it hard for details. That's what I'm struggling with, is like these. I made $3. Thank you. 3,000 likes. I can go buy myself a small Blizzard at Dairy Queen. A small Blizzard, just a kid size. And now we're just going to go and draw some lines here. Some lines. I've just got to make his sleeve. I'm going to draw his sleeve. Something like that. It might not be perfect, but it's going to work. It's going to work to where we're going to make it work. Make it work. Oh wow, the pen kind of skipped right there. I actually kind of like it like that, like a little bit of a broken pen mark. There we go, and then some. And we got to give him some big old biceps. Blasting those biceps coming off the paper. His biceps are bold. Man, this pen is like locking up on me. How am I supposed to sculpt his guns if my pen won't allow me to draw his guns? He's got some big old biceps. We got to give him some biceps here, bruh. That's what we got to do. Got to give this guy some biceps because he's a martial artist. He's a ninja. He's a swordsman. He needs big muscles to carry his heavy swords. I always liked in the show when he works out, he's always using these giant heavy weights, you know. And like, it's really fun because he's just a fun character. Like, they're not like superheroes. They're not Viltrumites from another world where they have like crazy muscles and strength. No, this guy is just super strong because he trains constantly on his during his off time, and it makes sense. What really makes sense as a character, like he's always sleeping. You know, you always catch him sleeping. It's so funny. He's always sleeping because he trains so hard. He has to like sleep to recuperate. You know, so like it makes a lot of sense from a realistic standpoint, right? And yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Something like that. And so we're not going to use this pen anymore. Yeah, 1 gorilla, 2 gorilla sword, and the water 7 arc. Yeah, I also like how when in the show, like the main character, you know, after like fighting, like people that were like just destroying him, he sleeps for like days because he's like he needs it. I thought that was kind of like even though that's kind of like a funny little thing that they do for the characters, but it makes a lot of sense from a realistic standpoint. You know, I don't know if they're doing that for realism or just to kind of be funny. Like, oh yeah, he's still sleeping. He's been asleep for like 2 weeks, you know? And I don't know if they're trying to do that as a kind of for fun or for like realistic reasons, right? And so I thought that was a very interesting like idea, a concept that you don't often see in those animes. I think they're becoming more and more like prominent though. How they exaggerate the character resting from a hard day's training or a hard week's training or whatever. And Luffy, yeah, Luffy would, and also Luffy after training, he's always eating. You know, he eats a lot. I like it when he did this, he got into second gear. He learned second gear, how he had to bring like food with him to eat because he knew he was going to be fighting for an extended period of time. You know, and I thought that was a really, really clever thing to do, and so that was kind of fun. So I think this is going to turn out pretty good as a rather quick drawing. Nothing like special, but I think it's going to be a nice quick drawing. I have like 13 minutes left. Especially meat. Yeah, man, he's always eating meat. I like how they draw meat too. It's kind of like it's just like a cylinder, you know, like this, and then it's got that is like, that's what the meat looks like. That was kind of funny. Yeah, and so we're gonna go ahead and we're going to shade this. I'm going to shade this. There we go. And then we're going to just create some shadows here. And I don't have a lot of time. I thought I would have gotten further along. I thought I was going to be able to work on the other character because this drawing was going pretty smoothly. But it doesn't happen that often that I do like a torso of a character. When I do a live request or a request, I usually just end up doing the face. But sometimes, I'm not saying the face was simple, but sometimes the figure is who's Arlong? It sounds familiar. Arlong. Arlong. Oops, I'm using the capital letters. Arlong. Images. Sounds familiar. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He'll be fun. He'll be fun to draw. I could do him in the future. I'm going to do something right now for you. How about this? I got to put Arlong in there. Oh, my gosh. There's so many characters here. We got to put Arlong on the bottom here. One piece. So I got a lot. I got like pages of requests. So it's going to be a minute. It's not because I don't want to do it. It's just I can only do a certain amount I can only do like one at a time. And I only can set aside enough time to do one when I do a live stream. It's just how it is, man. I really, really wish I could do more. I'm not lying. I wish I could do. If I could do this, if this was a thing that I made money on, you know, like I've been talking about this. I'm not saying like money's the money is the drive, but like it would be the only way I could do like 8 in a row. You know, where I did like 8 hours. It would be the only way I could tell people like, hey, I got to go to work, everyone. I got to go work, you know? And like, what do you mean work? You're live streaming. Like, yeah, I'm live streaming. It's work, man. I got to go to work. But it's just going to be a minute. That's all I'm trying to say. The long and short, it's going to be a minute before I get to it. Because I got a bunch of other requests before. But in the end, it is what it is. I wish I could do. I wish I could not. I wish I could change that. I really do. So, why? Thanks, man. Appreciate you. How are you doing? 3.6K likes. That means I've made $3.60. I'm kidding. I didn't make $3.60, but I did get 3.6K likes, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That is a win in my book. So I'm going to make, so what you see me doing here is I'm just making these lines that kind of indicate where I'm going to tone out the drawing. So all of this is going to be one kind of like shading tone. So that's what you see me. If you ever see me do that in a drawing, it's just me kind of blocking out the areas that I'm going to add shade. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So as you can see, I'm just going to block out or shade this area really quickly like so. Like that. And how much time do I have? I have 8 minutes and 20 seconds, so something like this. I might even keep this kind of sketchy. Because I don't know. I don't know how much detail, how much like I want to like invest in the shading over here, because he's wearing like a white shirt, and I don't know if I need to I don't know if I need to oh my gosh. Like that. Just kind of do some quick little, oh my gosh. My hand doesn't want to do what I want it to do. Why won't you do what I'm telling you? Do what I want you. Why don't you do what I want you to do, bro? I'm like stuttering over here. It wouldn't be the first time I'm stuttering. All right, man. All right. Well, thanks, man. Thank you for adding me, man. I appreciate it. I'm not gonna run. There's nowhere to run. I'm on the internet now, I guess. I'm stuck, and I can't get out. All right. So normally I'd spend some time shading this, but why? It's just like why does it matter? So I don't know what I want to do here. Let's see here. I think it's okay. I think I can. Sometimes what I normally do is sometimes I will, I don't know, I'll kind of procrastinate and kind of keep working on it. But there's times like this, like right now, where I feel like, I don't really know if I want to keep working on it. And not to be like mean or anything. It's like, I don't feel like it anymore. Because it looks okay. It looks like a pretty solid sketch, you know? Now, what's this other character look like? Let's oolong. I can draw like a quick oolong or something. He seems like an easy character kind of do. No offense, the UTA character will take a little bit more. She's I tend to mess up like female characters a little bit because of the lines, you know. Oh, the circles was me. I was just kind of practicing circles at the very beginning of the live stream, because I was using this new pen, and I wanted to kind of get the feel of how the pen works before I started drawing, because it kind of has a dark flow, right? It creates the lines a little too quickly, you know. But what I could do with Arlong real quick is maybe do like a really quick little gesture drawing. Does he got like a really pointy chin? Let's see. He's got like a pointy chin. I can just do like his and it'll be a good practice. But UTI, she seems a little too much for me at the moment. This goes with like seeing the notes of the character. I can kind of see the notes better of Arlong to some degree. I think although I messed up already. Like his chin is not that. It breaks earlier. Like I made his chin too long. Like where his jawline begins or ends or starts. I made it break too late. So something like that. He's got these ears kind of like this, and then he's got that like winter hat. And I can just do like something like that real quick to kind of show that he has a winter hat. And then we can just go ahead and give him his like a quick little nose just for fun. Oops, you don't even see what I'm drawing. Sorry, I didn't know what was happening. So I'm just gonna. It's not gonna look good because I'm only gonna spend a few minutes on it. But I might be able to get something that kind of looks kind of like him. There's a little quick little. Just like a quick little version of him. Like that, and then little like angry marks. You know. Maybe get his it'll be good practice for when I do draw him in the future. Just to kind of get a quick little sketch of him. Alright, so I'm kind of understanding how his eyes work as a character. A little bit. I'm not saying I'm doing a great job of it. And then we got to give him some really quick hair. And then he's got that how many that nose. It's kind of a funny looking nose. Cuz he's supposed to be like a what kind of shark? He's supposed to be a shark, but what's with that nose? Anyways, I don't think I'm gonna get that nose right. I can tell you, it's gonna be it's gonna take me some time, and I've already made the eyes a little wrong, and I need to make the it lower, like his hat needs to be lower. You know, yeah. And then the space between here is okay. This part needs to go a little farther away. And he's like a saw shark. Okay, saw shark. All right. I'll just do like, I'm going to do something like this at first to kind of see where the nose is going. And then I have to add like something like this. 1, 2, then 3, and then he's got a 4th one at the bottom. Right. And then something like that. Okay, and so the bottom of his chin is a little higher up. And then his hair, we're just gonna kind of wing it a little real quickly, like that. And he's got these ears that are something like this. And then his ears, kind of pointy a little bit. And then he's got like a kind of like a weird. So I have to draw through. So if you see me drawing through the nose and these areas, that's a thing that a lot of artists do, is they draw through things so that you can know where things are at, you know. And so I'm drawing through, and we got to give him some lips. So we're just going to draw through here like that. I'm done with my time, but I'm just going to kind of finish him up real quick. Just kind of do like a quick little sketch of him. I don't want him to be like unfinished. So I'm going to kind of give him a little bit of lips here. Little tiny pencil lips, pencil thin lips. And then he's got the underneath the chin. And then he's got those teeth. Just kind of put some quick little teeth here. Like that. And same on this side. Just kind of trying to mirror the teeth to some degree. There we go. It's starting. It kind of looks like them. And we'll give them some quick shading here. Some quick shading right here. And then we're going to go some quick shading right here. Something like that's pretty good. And a little bit of some... Oh, I'm messing up the ears. Quick shading, quick shading. Something like that, I guess. And we can... I'm glad you like it. It's working out. It's working out all right. And also, usually I don't have time to sit back and do another drawing. But I'm getting a little bit better where I can sometimes squeeze in another drawing or two. Typically only one drawing in my one extra drawing or one quick little sketch. Like this. I'm using this pen because it allows me to add like really, really dark tones. And yeah. Let's go ahead and maybe I might do a few other things like underneath his eyes. We can make him a little bit more stronger, like make him darker underneath. Like he's a little bit more menacing. He's got more intense shadow underneath his eyes, like like he's got like a villain face. I'm a villain now. Just quickly drawing some hatch marks at the top because he's got that like snow hat, you know. And yeah. So I think maybe just kind of readdress these his nose a little bit. Oh no, I'm making some questionable line mark making here. Go ahead and add some shading underneath this area. Oh, that was kind of a shaky line right there. Oh my goodness. And then maybe add some lines right here. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I think that was a fun little experiment. I think next time I draw him, he'll be a little bit better. But I hope you enjoy that. You're welcome. Anyways, what Luffy F Futa? What's Futa mean? Let's see. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I got to get going. It was really nice doing this live stream. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And I try to do a live stream every day, but it usually ends up being like once or twice, like every other day, you know. But I got to get going. I'm sorry, man. I got to get going. It's just time to go, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. You all rock. Cheers.